I'm Carol Carpenter. Come join me in my daily adventures and challenges of running my company, MotoVixens, a motorcycle track event organization as a female business owner in the motorsports industry. Suit up and gear up as I take you for a ride through what it takes, the drama, and the passion behind what drives me to give back to the sport and community that I love. Let's ride. MotoAmerica is the national level road racing organization. So we are comprised, or I should say MotoAmerica is comprised of the higher end of all the local clubs. They usually pull from AFM and FIM, and I believe they also pull from WERA. So the top level racers have to qualify to get there. You have to get enough points. Local racers can get enough and collect enough points in wins and podiums in order to register to be able to do MotoAmerica. There's a phrase, and the phrase is 4 wheels move the body, 2 wheels move the soul. Motorcycling is like nothing else I've ever experienced in my life. I mean, you've been in fast cars, you've raced cars, you know what that feels like, but it's different. You've got a cage around you, you've got metal around you. You don't necessarily see, hear, smell, feel the same things as you do when you're on a motorcycle because it's an entirely visceral feeling. I mean, you can feel the wind blowing through, you can smell all the smells. If you pass by a farm, if you pass by, gosh darn, dairies, you definitely smell everything. But I think when you come to the racetrack, the first thing you hear is the motors and the engines, and you hear people revving them, and it just makes your heart beat faster. And then you get out of your car and you smell the race fuel, and it gives you this adrenaline high that I've never experienced before in my life. There are so many people, obviously, that after all these years, we've gotten to know that are part of either our organization or are part of our team, our crew, whatever, our family, our track family. And we just love going to the track and seeing everybody again. It is a seasonal sport here in the Pacific Northwest because once it starts getting cold and raining, the track shuts down by and large. So we pretty much run from, I want to say April, May, all the way to end of September, October. And then most of us end up going to California or going to Texas, going somewhere else where the weather's much more favorable for us to ride.
I'm Nicole Cox. I am the Director of Operations for MotoAmerica, and we are at the Ridge Motorsports Park. Basically, I am responsible for almost every facet of this event, from parking to technical inspection to timing and scoring to track prep. There's pretty much nothing that I don't touch for the event. Our viewership is awesome right now. Our viewership is off the charts. I think we've got something like 2.5 million viewers so far on TV.
But even when they say that, we're talking about this with Greg. Even in a household, it's not just like one person watching it. So it's not like one person in viewership. It's maybe 2.5, if not a group of people having a party. So I think the numbers are misleading even.
But I mean, no matter what, they should be good enough numbers to get sponsorship, but people are struggling to figure out how to monetize that viewership. I have known of Carol for a long time from Caroline Olsen, a great writer and female advocate. So I've known of her for a long time. I met her finally a few months ago, and she's definitely a lot of fun to be around and a force in the industry. Well, we are no spectators, so as long as we put on a good show on Fox Sports 2 and Fox Sports 1 and Eurosport and all the rest of our coverage, and all of our riders go home safe, that's our win.
Being a female in the sport has its ups and downs. People ask me all the time if it's something that's easier, harder. I think it's both. Easier in the sense you do stand out, because if you are in the sport, there's so few of us here that it allows us to get noticed more. It allows us to kind of get our foot in the door more. But truthfully speaking, the motorsports industry is just like any other industry. It's just it's a tough industry. So if you're going to be here, you have to have the perseverance to keep going and do what you want to do. And I think once you've been here for a few years, they tend to take you a lot more serious. There's a lot of girls that do come and go in this sport, but honestly, I have quite a great respect for the girls that currently are in it. This is Megan. I actually met Megan when she was crew chiefing.
Yep.
For Caroline at TSC Racing. She was riding for you, wasn't she?
She was.
Yeah,
yes.
And that's how I met her.
Yep, absolutely. So TSC Racing is my family's business, and we picked up Caroline for the season, actually.
What year was that? Do you recall?
That would have been 2018.
Okay.
And we had her and Corey West riding for us.
Yeah.
Caroline brought her own bike to the program, but we went ahead and just gave it a once over and kept it in top shape for her while she did the MotoAmerica season that year.
I know that I found you again like early this year and saw that you had moved to Orleans.
I did.
So tell me how that happened.
So actually, my husband Scott got a full-time job there with Olins in North Carolina, in Hendersonville. So I moved with, obviously. And
this is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yes.
it. We got women in suspension now too.
Yes.
So this is an awesome upgrade.
It is.
Right?
It is,
Yeah.
definitely. So I still work for Trackside. I do
you
everything remotely in North Carolina now,
Okay.
while the shop continues to run in Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
And on the weekends, I get to come here and
be a part of our big circus.
Be a part of the big circus, absolutely.
Here with Corey Maynard. She's with Dunlop, and I actually met Corey when we started doing the Women in the Industry
That's
contest.
correct. Yes, that's correct.
And they donated a set of tires. It was pretty awesome. And would you like to talk a little bit about your position with Dunlop?
Sure. I've been with Dunlop for 19 years. I first started out in the finance department and now in the motorcycle road race department, and that's how I actually got in touch with Carol, is through her MotoVixen program, which has been excellent for Dunlop.
It's been really nice because the more we started doing these contests, the more we realized there were so many women in the industry, and we could actually help and connect with each other to build really great teams. So I'm super grateful.
Yes, and I am too for bringing us on board with your women in the industry, because I think it's very important. And
women and young riders, I believe, are the future of our industry.
They are, for sure.
This is Stephanie Dinescu. She's one of the winners of our Fast Female contest. Our other gal that was the winner is Lucy Kinnemith, and she is in Canada, so she is unable to attend this year due to COVID.
Carol is the one person that believes in me as a racer, and I'm not the fastest, right? I'm a pretty timid rider, and she's the one that actually picked me up and is believing in me, and that's what I needed to improve. especially with her and Lucy behind me and Jason Pridmore. So she's kind of picked me up and it's letting me fly, which is good. I love her.
The world needs to see short shorts.
The world does not need to see your junk hanging out of your short shorts.
There's too much bullshit going on in the world.
Honey, nobody needs to see that junk.
We need a good laugh, a smile, maybe a slap and tickle, whatever. I don't know.
Dude, if you do anything in the background, I will murder your ass.
He will. He will.
Okay. Come here. So this is Jenny B. She's one of my instructors for MotoVixens, and I just love this girl. You've been with me from the beginning, and I just adore you.
Thank you. I adore you too. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Now you get to talk. What do I say? Ask your question.
Talk about yourself.
I can't talk about myself.
Are you suddenly shy?
Well,
all of a sudden you're shy. All of a sudden.
Oh God.
No, face the other way.
Hi, my name is Jenny Bisa. I know Carol from the track days. She's a huge woman supporter of riding, and it's been great to have her in the community, kind of supporting racing and riding.
This is how the rest of us live down here.
Oh, come on now. It ain't so bad.
We got snacks, you know.
I know.
We got stuff.
You guys are...
An excessive amount of coolers.
Yeah, what happened?
Super bright shirts.
Well, we can't lose you.
No.
We can't lose you
Much
guys
as
at all.
you try.
No. So
None.
this jackass has posed himself in front of my canopy, copied me.
Yes.
Yes. Rode around in hot pants that were not PG approved.
They're called Ranger panties.
No, they were not.
Yeah, they're
they were,
shorts.
They were underwear.
I don't like tan
they
lines.
They were underwear.
Basically. More or less.
He's also an instructor of mine. So,
Yes.
And I love this guy. He's really good at what he does.
Thank you. I've known Carol and Troy now for quite a few years. I've been associated with the track for about 12. I help her instruct. Carol's always been great, always very positive. She definitely makes coming out to the track a good experience, not just for us racers, but also for people who are very new to the sport. She definitely creates a very welcoming environment, so it's always fun being a part of that.
Oh man, Carol's been awesome. You know, we got connected up with MotoVixens, and you know, she puts on really professional events. So Jenny and I have been coming out and instructing with them for the last couple of years, and it's been a lot of fun getting a chance to do some one-on-one instruction and see some students come in and really make some improvements in both their riding and being faster and safer.
She's just a dynamo of energy. You see her in the pits, and she's dynamic, she's here for it, and she's super passionate about bringing people into the sport that might not already be involved, and making it a really good experience for them, which is really admirable to see.
We're standing in the pits for Superbike Underground and Speed Monkey. Superbike Underground is Don Beck, who supports Speed Monkey, who is Jeremy Coffey. We love these guys. We think Jeremy actually has a huge amount of ability. He's racing against some of the best in Superbikes, so he has plenty of room to grow, but I think being with people of this caliber, he can't do anything but grow.
Oh, getting pretty excited, really. First time this whole MotoAmerica season where I haven't had to go out there and just completely learn a new track. So really exciting, especially being in really my home track too. Only a couple hours away from here, so really happy to be out there and kind of do everything the best that I can. One of the biggest things that you'll notice here in Washington is just that pine tree smell. You just notice it everywhere, especially walking across the bridge and up to the little spectating area that they got going on now. Definitely, it kind of brings you to like a sense of calm almost, just the nature and everything around you. And this track is really unique for how many trees and scenery we got all around the track. So it's definitely a very awesome track to have so close to home, and certainly just one of the more peaceful ones.
When we're all sitting, for anybody that's ever raced before, I think for all of us, we have that moment where we're getting ready to race and we're sitting there thinking, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we doing this? But the minute when that red light turns green or the flag drops, all bets are off, your mind clears and all you can think about is focusing to go.
Jeremy, we're good. Looks like 20 of them. He's up. Bye, guys. Down for sure. Corey, Jeremy.
There was a big crash in the chicane. It collected 6 riders. Most of them, I want to say maybe 4 of them, are not okay in terms of getting back out there. They're going to regrid in the same position they were in, and I believe they're reducing the number of laps to 13 laps. He actually stayed upright throughout the entire thing, which was incredible fun.
You know, the race is almost 3/4 race distance. Had a bit of an issue with the first start. Seems like we got a good start on the second, and I think he's just pushing to go get the guy in front of him now. I believe he got 12th. 13th?
Our kid placed 13th and he stayed up. That's fantastic.
It was alright. We lost pretty much all rear grip pretty much after 3 laps. And after the restart, getting a cut in my front tire, I thought I could be confident in it, but it shook me up a little bit, so it kind of threw me off my game. We're upright. We survived half the grid crash, and I was right in the middle of it, and I didn't go down. So today's a win.
This is the end of day 1 of racing at MotoAmerica, and we'll be back for day 2 tomorrow. This is going to be day 2 at MotoAmerica. There will be, I believe all the warm-ups are going to be this morning, and the races will start around 12:15. We'll have 600s, 1000s, Liquid Molly, which is the smaller class bikes, and then Superbike, which is where we have Jeremy Coffey, and we have Corey Alexander, Michael Gilbert. I'm not sure if Alex Dumas is coming back today, because my understanding is he chipped his elbow and he was in the hospital last night. And we have both of the Pink Staff boys, so it'll be interesting to see how everybody does in places.
So day 2 of racing, we got Chris Sabora going out 600 Super Sport here at 1 o'clock. 1:15-ish, we got Jeremy Coffey and Superbike at 3, and we got our boys Corey Alexander and Michael Gilbert and a bunch of our local kids, the Pink Staff boys and everything, going out here at noon for Superstock race. So we'll get them all lined up and see how they do. Right, people get a little bit wackadoodle. Some guys get super, like get a lot of that anxiety. They got to sort of sit up by themselves and calm themselves down, and they got to sort of enhance their chi a bit. Other guys like to just run around and be super busy till it's race time. They don't want any dead time to think about what they're doing. They just want to jump on the bike and go. So right now, everybody's sort of going through whatever crazy ritual they have before they go race, and you can go watch the craziness and watch what sort of fucking wackadoodles we got out here.
We're just getting ready for our Superstock 1000 race coming up here in about 20 minutes or so. So yeah, just going through my routine, getting all my gear ready, getting everything ready to go. Yeah, a little bit of stretching, just running through the track in my head, kind of running through the first lap, and a few different possible scenarios. As far as the first turn, obviously, is always important, but also just the rest of the lap, where I got to kind of think about protecting my inside, so people aren't coming up underneath me. Is also where I want to be a little more aggressive and stuff like that. So mostly just, like I said, just getting warmed up, and then some mental stuff as well.
Yeah, well, the kids riding really good this year, so we're really excited for the Superstock series, and hopefully this next race coming up we could keep our points alive and give Cam a good race. We've had our struggles here. It's been an interesting track for us to learn, and had some weird mechanicals, so hopefully we're past that now and make it a positive race. So the ZX10's been awesome for us. We have Graves prepping our bikes, and Chris Lessing from Graves as our crew chief, and it's been great. I mean, we've hit almost every podium this year. I think we had one that we weren't, and it's been pretty rock solid for us, so pretty happy about the Kawasaki ZX10.
Hi, Stephanie Dinescu. I'm out here with MotoAmerica supporting grid marshalling for these racers, something I've done for a couple of years out at Barber and here to support and rocking some of those girls that are out on the grid. We need some more of you. The adrenaline rush means my ears are shattering, which is why we wear earmuffs. Because those bikes are super loud, you feel them just shake. They're so just crazy loud. I love it. I need to be on the track racing. I just gotta get faster. I need MotoVixens, I need Jason Pridmore to get me faster. I wanna be out here.
Yeah, look at Gilbert on the all green 55 underneath, trying to get in there into fourth. Whoa, big time and going down. Debrino. Turn 11. You saw the front end just, I mean, he saved it a couple of times.
Crashing is something that we know is inevitable. We always have a saying that it's not a matter of if you're going to crash, it's when you're going to crash. And when you're racing, we call it all bets are off. There's a lot of people going through a corner trying to get through it unscathed, but you know, little things happen, accidents happen. That's why they call it, you know, accidents.
So the guys get on the riders themselves, they get all that anxiety of the start and getting out there, and then if you jump up and get a good start and you're in the front of the pack, and then they get a red flag like this, they pull all the bikes back in, and guys, you know, like our local rider Andy jumped right up there, second place. Now he's got all the anxiety of trying to make that happen again, and it really changes the momentum of people at the pits, the teams. You know, the guys got to get the bikes back ready to go. The bikes are only set up for so many starts, so much fuel, and they got to sort of second guess what they're doing now and how many laps it's going to be. And then of course everybody's concerned for the riders that go down. That's never an easy thing when you're getting ready to go out there and risk your own life to watch somebody get hurt and get packed off and not doing well. It's hard for people to get their heads back right away and get going. So it looked like the rider had clipped the inside of the coping and sort of stood the bike up and set it out of shape, and the bike was actually airborne, so he didn't have time to brake. And then when the bike sort of settled down, he grabbed a big handful of brakes, lost the front, and sort of threw him on the ground at a pretty high rate of speed. So he was coming in a little hotter than he wanted to, and I mean, the guy did everything he could to not collect anybody else, so good on him. Unfortunate for him that he didn't keep it up.
I think what goes through a racer's mind once the race is completed is, first of all, thank God I'm on two wheels and nothing's broken. I think if you've reached a podium, you are elated, of course, whether it's first, second, or third. And if you come in after that, I think you're already trying to figure out a plan on how to improve your next race, because there are adjustments that you could do to the bike to make it either quicker, more agile. There's so many things your particular crew chief can do based on the information that you relay to them.
We salvaged it. I mean, it wasn't the result we wanted, you know. But overall, my guys worked really hard. We did a lot of work on the bike this weekend to get here. So overall, excited just to come home with a podium.
Michael Gilbert, number 55, placed second, and Corey Alexander placed third, number 23. Big win for JP's kids.
Right now, I'm kind of thinking about plan for the race. Trying to get a good start, hang with some guys in front of me, and then just click off good laps, good reliable laps, and make sure I can stay that pace. Thinking about things we changed, stuff I want to concentrate on from last race. So figuring out how to get better grip. This is my home track, so I know the place really well. I've done probably 1,000 laps around here. So I know the place really well. I have that kind of advantage going in. I know where the good passing zones are. I know kind of what I can do if I can try and get around somebody. The competition here is really high. These guys are all pros. They know what they're doing. They come into places and they ride every day. So it's definitely a little bit of a challenge. It's a big step up from what I'm used to racing around here. The talent field is really deep, and it'll be an intense race. This actually isn't my number. The number I wanted to run was taken. And so we picked this one. It's close to my number, and it's Nicky Hayden's number, which is kind of a hero. He died a few years ago, but it's kind of an honor to be able to represent him and kind of run his number and his style. So.
Probably my 30th one of these working with these guys. This is just Groundhog Day for us again. A little bit different procedure with COVID, so, but it's a lot easier.
So we have 2 local boys. Sabora 69 is in 11th, and Stephen Campbell is number 10. He's in 12th. Oh, darn. Okay, Nolan just got passed, and he's in 6th, and he's one of JP's.
On the racetrack and how the motorcycle performs. Well, the thing that you got to think about too is that even if Brandon does figure out a way to get
Get out of the impact zone.
That's the worst part.
Yep.
You can't tell him his head.
I love coming to the races. For me, it's so much fun to see everybody compete. Everybody here competes at a national level, which is the highest level in the US. If you go to Europe, that would be MotoGP. So for us, this is really exciting on the national level, the US level, to watch all these incredibly talented racers duking it out to get on the podium.
Oh, it's their final lap. We're just cheering them on for completing the race. And our local boy, Chris Sabora, came in 10th. Hi, I'm here with Danielle Campbell. She's kind of my right-hand girl when it comes to MotoVixens. I feel bad for her because I think we communicate way too much near the events. I think it's every day, multiple times a day. And she handles everything for me on Motorsports Reg, and I can't thank her enough. I could not do what I do without her.
It's busy time on top of WMR registration as well. So, and last round was a joint round. So we had OMRA people come up and also I think we had 173 registered racers by the time the event was done. So, and I did that all on my own between the track day and WMR as well.
Well, I can't thank you enough for everything that you do. Your contribution helps me obviously run the program as well as it has continued to run. So I appreciate you. And we're done here at MotoAmerica for this race weekend here at the Ridge Motorsports Park. Our racers did amazing this weekend, local and national. We're looking forward to seeing how they do for the remainder of the year. If you're a female that's looking to race, as well as any of you young riders, please come and join us. We love this sport. We know you're gonna love it too.
Three, two.
We are done here with our races at MotoAmerica, the national race. Me in the done here at MotoAmerica, our national race organization for the me in the again. Let me think about what I'm going to say here.
I'm gonna go interview her for a minute, okay?
You're an asshole. Our local. Why am I saying
energy.
local?
Give me some energy.
Okay, come out and join us. We love it. Nope.